What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Yaggy channel. It's currently the spring season, and my nose, it feels like, the current inflation that's happening in Australia, so, my nose is kind of overwhelmed. It's blocked. Today I'm going to be playing whatever the fuck this is with Ryan.
Hello.
Yeah, Ryan's going to take over, so yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is actually my idea because I felt like the Mustard's Yag channel was a bit like the Sisyphus thing right now. It just wasn't going anywhere. And this is a game that probably will blow up in popularity, I reckon. My prediction is that Markiplier is going to play this and everyone's going to call it a Markiplier game. Because I accidentally stumbled upon this game. I don't know how the fuck I found it, but so at the moment, there's only one chapter. But it's not really a game, but we're just going to be reacting to it. There should be other videos. If you just search up South Scrimshaw, you will be sure to just find playthroughs of this if you actually just want to sit through. And it's free on Steam. Yeah. Are you ready to go, Max?
Hold on, the wife just texted me.
Yeah, so he's got a boyfriend now.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
You know, cut this part out. I'm gonna grab some water as well.
Yeah, intermission.
After the break, everything just fucking happened.
Yeah.
My mom came and grabbed my passport. I also went to go drink water, and Max went for a piss and snacks. So, are we ready, Max?
I didn't get any snacks. I'm so mad, but yeah, let's do this.
Okay, let's begin.
Blowjob. Yeah. Egg-laying mammals. Am I supposed to read this shit? I'm reading all that, bro. My eyes are going crossway.
Oh, it's where you could align and read. Huh. Rudolph Pendersnipe. First got them Rick Owens on.
I'm trying really hard not to say something really bad.
Oop.
Oh shit, that scared me. Fucking hell. Is this the Mandela catalog? Is this the Mandela catalog? The Corporation for Earth Media.
The Corporation for Earth Media is proud to present this educational program.
My bad, go
Produced
ahead.
in conjunction with the frontier scientists, engineers, and artists of the Chronos 7 expedition.
Wait, Ryan's told me nothing. He just called me. He's like, Max, let's make a video. I just wake up from a nap because he called me, and I'm like, you know what, let's do it.
Yeah, I have seen this before, but I'm gonna act like I haven't. But I know where the good parts are, so
you slut.
South Scrimshaw is made possible through the support of viewers like you.
Fuck you trying to say?
Is this the horror factor? Is this a catalog, analog horror?
Thank you.
Well, actually, no. I don't really know what the fuck to call it.
Okay. What's the Fortnite? Come on. Birth. Yes. Give birth. Give birth. Oh shit, am I actually... Oh, that looks... Am I inside someone?
Hot sunlight shines through the veined membrane of an aquatic egg. It was once carried in deeper, cooler waters of a more northern
Is this
latitude.
game about evolution or some shit? Bit words.
Now it bobs freely in a subtropical shallow. The consciousness inside is prodded.
So I'll put a picture of Shrek up.
It is a male whale calf.
It is. It actually is. Oh no, it's a male though. I should also can't tell with her.
This poel no longer support his life. The inflow of nutrients and oxygenated blood has ceased.
No, that's not.
A once comfortable
we
cradle
gonna change
now
that, don't
pinches
worry.
at his enlarged form.
Blood's big.
How do we help him?
Pushed onto his own faculty,
how big is he?
urge to thrash wells up inside him. Yet he hesitates.
Is this parasitical?
Parasitical.
The song booms from the...
Can I get an order for you? Oh shit.
Oh shit.
The powerful low frequency vibrates through his whole body.
Oh shit.
This is how I wake up from This is how I wake up when I
this
start
is, no, this is literally me when you called me.
Yeah. This is why I wake up for my shift. It's at 8 o'clock and it's 9:40.
With the certainty of deep imprinting, the calf knows who is calling. It is his mother. She is on the other side.
It's your mother.
He must join her. It is now only a brittle husk, swollen with waste material and straining at the seams. Clumsy first movements form the start of the calf's motor awareness. The egg is evolved to rupture open along a central seam. A few thin cartilage bands are all that retain him.
Bro, what the
One more
fuck
force
is this
effort and
game?
he will escape.
It's a good game, to be honest.
It's just like a sit
Oh,
down.
that's
How did you
cold.
find this?
This is cold.
Is he opening his own egg? Sponge boy. I yawn for the 7 deadly seas. Oh no,
Technically
just
speaking-
fucking.
Oh, it didn't hatch from an egg.
Egg is something of a misnomer. While there are known egg-laying mammals, none of them
Oh.
are whales.
Let's see the egg-laying mammals.
There are
Platypus.
4 extant species of egg-laying mammal. They are the platypus,
You know,
How
I've
would you
never
know this?
actually seen a platypus. I even went to the Australian Zoo. I didn't see
What?
a platypus there. I really
I've
want to
never
see
seen a
one.
platypus before. Dude, they're so cool. Just don't touch it.
How
Or
have
you
you
die
seen
or
a
some shit.
platypus?
I've seen a platypus in a zoo.
Oh, what the fuck? I haven't seen one.
I advise you not to touch it.
the echidna,
Seen a kid and I saw it dead in the road.
What the fuck? Okay.
the snorb,
Is that Ryan?
That does not fucking exist. What the fuck is that?
What is that? Why does it look like that? Oh, what the?
ribbon snore.
What the hell? Is that real?
No! What the fuck? Bro, this is exactly why you don't document animals in Wisconsin.
Bro, that's fucking. That's a throat goat. That's a throat goat.
Bro,
This whale species has a placental connection to the mother while developing.
cold.
Wait, was the thing in the shell egg? Whatever the fuck it was that a whale?
Yeah.
Birthing shell is the term currently favoured in scientific journals when discussing this style of external
big
warmth.
he is?
Bro, this is like the thing with what's his name, Kevin Gates' story. This is what this is reminding me of.
It looks like a foreskin.
The outer cartilage
Bro, if your
folds
foreskin
backwards,
looks like
shrinking
that,
the
nigga,
space
nigga,
inside
job.
and expelling the contents outwards, creating pressure
An eye.
against the inner
Terraria.
membrane until it finally pops.
Pops.
Cthulhu.
Pause.
The calf spills out into the open ocean.
This is actually how I
good.
wake up.
The world is a rush of sensory stimulation. The newborn is momentarily stunned limp.
Dumbass.
LOL.
To amid a dizzying flurry of life. Plants and protists tangle and snag his every movement. Small scavengers eagerly devour the cloud of waste.
Bruh, this is down
That's
bad.
Plants
That's like-
unfurl and retract in almost
That's
animalistic
great.
locomotion. Foliage clings to the calf from above.
Let's get in that head.
He swims deeper to escape. His mother's song reassures him once again, but she is still nowhere in sight. Dwarf biters, crustaceans and corals dangle from the plants.
Sponge! That's a SpongeBob reference.
Alright. Plants.
plant is not a misnomer. These are true plants. As with so much else in biology, the origin of plants can be traced back to the water,
Dude, I feel like my brain is being stretched playing this game.
albeit those early ancestors were far less complex than what we see today. As will be explained
Oh,
later,
fuck. Didn't mean to do
marine
that.
environments impose steep challenges on plants. It was once upon land freed from the burdens of an aquatic life that plants could more readily diversify and form. And it was also after that great proliferation of flowering species by the water and eventually returned to the seas.
I'm actually gonna learn anything from listening to
They
this.
are,
Like,
in
let's
that
be honest.
sense, like whales.
Plants are not like whales. Don't ever say that. They're spreading false information.
Something solid grabs from below.
Yeah, the pea shooter is not a fucking whale. However much.
Podcast. The guy's like, so there's this game.
The bendy shooter.
And look, it's jump. That was taken from like a white room, bro. That is not normal.
He's being lifted back towards the surface.
Bitch.
Are we trying to make this thing survive? Because I'm probably gonna get it killed, not gonna lie.
Oh no, we can't do anything.
Fuck, are we... Is this a game? Or is this...
I don't know.
The calf breaches, filling his lungs with their first breath of air.
Has anyone tried to make a whale vape before? Like a porpoise vape before?
What the fuck?
There's gotta be someone who's done that. Like, go like a fucking dolphin, shove like a vape in its blowhole.
What the fuck? Oh, that's fucked up.
This is the breeding ground of his species. At the year's peak, this wide expanse. But today our calf finds the surface empty.
Bubbles light.
Except for a very odd clump of plants.
That is quite odd.
Odd indeed.
The calf does not know what to make of it.
Who the fuck?
Equally disturbed and compelled, he stares transfixed. Plants continue to tickle his body just below the water.
ADP.
A resident water bug examines him with equal skepticism.
I'd fold that thing.
You're gonna fight a fucking 10-centimeter wide
Sudden
bug.
movement atop the leafy mass catches his eye.
10 cent. That's a fucking big bug.
Oh no. Is this an alien universe?
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what the fuck?
It's all too frightening for the little one. He retreats back under the surface.
Yeah, that's a bit scary.
Oh, fuck that.
His overpowering instinct is to nurse, but he cannot. His exhaustion mounts and fear seizes him. He is lost. And as if sensing his weakness, tendrils begin to grasp at him. A vine lassos his fluke. There is no escape. In a final burst of strength, the calf fights, thrashing, tearing, and uprooting his attackers. A scent of blood enters the water. His mother cries a pained song to soothe him.
Oh, this is mom.
The calf is hit with the sudden realization. The strange plants are not taking him away from his mother.
Oh, his mother.
The strange plant god is his mother.
Plot twist.
Yeah, oh shit.
It's a Brillo whale.
What is a brutal whale?
I don't know. Cold.
What evidence remained of this year's Brillo breeding season has long since been swept away.
Oh yeah.
This sandbar has returned to its normal, pristine state. Save for one unusual pile of rocks.
No, I wouldn't trust that.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Huh?
What is going on? What's foil?
Oh, what the fuck?
This is a stone dog.
That is not a dog. That ain't a dog, bro.
I don't know,
Somewhat
bro.
like a hermit crab, this animal lives in a portable shelter of foreign material. It grasps together a shell of scavenged of debris with its long limbs and secrets an adhesive mucus. Stone dogs mostly rely on ambushing prey from a camouflaged position.
Same.
Right now, this stone dog here is not the hunter, but the hunted.
Oh, shit.
It is a woefully obvious attempt to hide.
Yeah. Bro, this guy would suck a prop on.
As the predator stalking it possesses one of the sharpest minds in the ocean.
What up, cuz?
A quick check if the coast is clear. It isn't.
Now look down the Pringles can.
Our whale calf wants to play, not eat. But from the stone dog's perspective, there's little difference.
Bro, this guy would be shitting himself. Look at him. Oh! He tore his back off.
Since hatching, our calf has been a healthy and energetic specimen. Despite his late birth, no complications are detectable. If anything, his cognitive ability is showing swift advancement.
Look at this guy's mouth up. Look at it. Bro, that thing is in pain.
He is very fond of holding his fluke above the water surface. Scattered showers are currently moving through the area. The calf has been emerging frequently for visual inspection since the rain began.
Oh, yeah?
He seems very interested in the weather above. A long call reminds him not to stray too far.
Sounds like a reef
have surprisingly keen vision above the water. The calf is quickly able to spot his mother.
Yeah.
This is the farthest distance he has travelled from her. It is more than twice that of yesterday. Today was quite an adventure. Now, reminded of his mother, all this bravery seems to
Did she grow all that shit on her? Like, how did she, like, come back?
At her side.
We will find out.
He will bring her any interesting objects discovered while exploring.
That's so cute.
And boot it at her face. His mother is trying to rest off another bout of nausea. This play is a bit much.
Oh, it's actually pretty cute.
But these discomforts are trivial to the bond between mother and child. Our neural interface even shows a measurable relief in her symptoms during these interactions. The calf's carefree play is training for future hunts and the essential skills of survival.
Hear that?
But it will be some time before he has to worry about earning meals on his own. His mother's long, prehensile udders reach him through the thorny bramble. The milk he nurses on is thick as yogurt. Calves subsist on this fat-rich diet for 2 years,
the McDonald's ice cream machine
of blubber and the bands of spongy tissue for other organisms to burrow into.
McDonald's ice cream machine.
Here we arrive at what truly makes a Brillo whale such a remarkable specimen for study. Symbiosis of unrivaled complexity and variety. This female was initially selected for study due to her exquisitely beautiful exterior. The mammal is almost totally concealed within the undulating botanical mass. In cross-section, the distinction between whale and passenger is more visible.
Bro, what the fuck? What is happening? What does this mean?
I have no idea.
Ah. So you can see like
Unlike
the whale
the stone dog shown earlier, this is not simply an external attachment of foreign material.
So it's like actually growing through her. Ugh.
The Brillo whale has an intimate connection to thousands of other living creatures. The whale chooses from among a variety of partner species and offers real estate within designated regions of its body. An inner membrane draws the line between the welcome cohabitation space and the whale's vitals. This unusual arrangement raises several questions, the first of which we will address. What is the benefit of living on a whale?
What ability?
To help us illustrate the principle, we will be
It
assisted
moves for you.
by a sea bunny, or sea bun, to use its more common nickname.
Do we want to click on this?
Yeah.
The South Scrimshaw team has received very explicit direction from our producers, and we are to unequivocally clarify to viewers that the sea bun is not a real animal.
I was about to say, I've never heard of that
To
fucking
the
thing.
original landing party of Kronos 5. Though the specifics are lost, the most convincing story is that it was something misheard over a shoddy radio connection. As those early years recede into contemporary legend, it is important to remember that the tales of hardship told by the first landing party are not exaggerated. The pioneers were indeed isolated for 11 solar cycles, and it was not until the conclusion of the hostilities on Earth that the current biannual delivery schedule could be planned.
So you're calling these guys crazy?
The uncharted planet was a land of mysterious fauna and unknown
So this is a different
environmental
planet. I was
hazards.
wondering why, the whale was so weird.
It was a time where technology seemed to suffer inexplicable malfunctions, while repair efforts were always undermined by a constant lack of materials, tools, and manpower.
Bro, that one on the right is just...
The myth of the sea bun serves as caricature for the force of chaos.
I like the
always at
second
work
one.
When one's back is turned. Sea bunnies was a sort of shorthand for, I don't know what's wrong, it could be anything, including a cryptid. Among our seniors who were present at the time, one likened the expression to "here be dragons" on medieval maps. Another drew a parallel with Murphy's Law. Somewhere along the line, either as intentional jokes or honest misunderstanding of colourful communiques, word of sea bunnies repeatedly escaped the planet in a way interpreted as fact by those off-world.
So he's got trolled.
Compounding
Yeah,
this
that second one looks a little
misinformation
bit
is a popular hazing ritual where new arrivals were
What's up with
assigned
this?
to catch a sea bun for
Is
research,
that a Maury?
usually
What's
being
going on
in a
there?
butterfly net and sent
Yeah,
somewhere
what the
isolated
fuck?
and moderately
Looks like a
dangerous.
stem cell.
A unique culture planetside encouraged the escalation of this practice, until a few near disasters brought a legislated end to the budding tradition. Regular infrastructure improvements have also blunted the disgruntled sarcasm towards occasional hardship. In recent years, the sea bunny is most defined by Will Voynich's cartoons.
Oh, I can't be fucked. Can you be fucked?
No, I cannot be fucked.
Given how entrenched the character has become in the popular consciousness here, we feel it appropriate that the sea bun help guide our exploration of these oceans.
Okay.
While each species has its own unique adaptation to this niche lifestyle, we can create several broad categories of benefits such evolution aims to harness. Moving through water takes energy. It is far easier to travel great distance when someone else is doing the swimming.
No shit.
Simply hitching a ride can be greatly beneficial.
That's what I'm saying.
For example, one species of crab only lives on Brillo whales every other generation and uses whale transportation to greatly expand its range. Unless one is the apex predator, the threat of being eaten is an ever-present reality. If one lives as a potential meal, it is very important to be the least desirable, most difficult of meals. Finding alliance with a giant beast and living under its protection creates a very effective deterrence. It's always still possible to be eaten, but hunters now risk facing off with a leviathan.
What are you trying to suggest?
Some partnerships are more proactive.
I have no idea.
Certain shark, skates, rays and scarps have formed hunting partnership with
Fuck,
the
is that
Brillos.
Scott?
They help find and catch
What
quarry,
is
then
this?
share.
What is it?
I
Is
think
that?
maybe Scott
Pack
and that
hunting allows the
weird,
Brillo to take down
that
larger
weird
and
thing we
different
saw
sorts of
earlier.
prey.
I like things from this planet. So maybe, I like that though, because they're like making it seem like, yeah, this is actually like what it would be like if there was a documentary on another planet.
The blood or
That's
waste
lit.
of Brillo whales can also provide a source of nourishment. This not offered freely. Obviously, a Brillo whale cannot stand to be eaten alive. An Earth parallel is an oxpecker bird on a rhinoceros. The bird may drink a marginal amount of blood while it cleans off ticks. It's a fair trade for the rhinoceros, as the tick is the far greater threat. So too, will a Brillo whale expend blood in a beneficial relationship. In several instances, living on a Brillo has evolved into part of an organism's life cycle, and the specific conditions regulated in a Brillo's body are required for a new generation. In some cases, this goes even further, with the biology of the two species becoming so enmeshed it is unclear where one ends and the other begins.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Why not? Just, why not?
Yes.
Yeah.
But these instances are rare.
Oh.
Our research team is very interested if these extreme cases represent a functioning system, or the pathological eventuality to such complicated arrangements. All of these riders taking in small amounts adds up to a great expense for the host. This prompts the obvious next question. What does the whale stand to benefit from this arrangement? This is more complicated to respond to. There seems to be as many answers as there are Brillo whales, as there is spectacular variety among Brillos.
Brillo life insurance.
For now, let us approach the answer with specific examples from this mother. The most prominent feature along her body is the wide variety of photosynthesizing organisms. But the specialized sea flora pays rent by sharing some of their sugars into her blood. When light is low, roots ferment, and alcohol is also created as a byproduct.
That's like colored green.
Yeah, I've actually caught one.
And like pure green though, not just like slight green.
Pure green. Oh, actually, it is mostly green. It's like darkish green though. It's a wrasse of sorts. Grass wrasse?
Green fish.
Green wrasse or something like that.
Certain plants near her head also act as fishing lures, drawing food to her maw.
The maw.
While she may occasionally swim deeper, a partially plant-subsidized life has locked her within the photic zone, the upper aquatic layer where enough sunlight can sustain the leaves. Adult Brillo behavior and biology is often dramatically influenced by their symbiotic arrangement.
That's actually what I reckon God should implement this. This is like I reckon we should implement this. It would be a very cool animal.
Here we see a blood trilobite.
Oh, what?
This is not an invited guest.
It wouldn't be funny if they used like the red circle
The long
instead.
needle-like proboscis pushes down and taps a vein.
Can you edit that in?
Drinking in great volume and offering nothing in return, it is a true parasite. This is a job for the vellum worm. Vellum worms fill their stomachs by grooming Brillos of unwanted visitors. It is currently hypothesized that the attackers, through smell and taste, been found to have elevated amounts of a bile-like Brillo waste inside them. This mother Brillo also has to worry about creatures browsing her lovely plants. Herbivorous fish attempt frequent raids on the leafy goods. This one is alone and quite oblivious. The vellum worm packs a powerful punch for larger animals. A neurotoxin-filled barb is shot into the fish's heart. It can only manage a faint muscle spasm before the venom completes its work. The Brillo whale's strategy is called a symbiotic garden. It is an intentionally cultivated arrangement and a precarious balance of mutual reliance.
I'm saying implement this.
When successfully maintained, the host becomes a morass of life. It is usually defended from attack. It can sometimes acquire energy in novel ways, and occasionally
This is a Flintstone moment.
invade new niche ecosystems.
Do you reckon Flintstone has plants growing in him?
The universal downside experience is that more complexity creates more
But it's like
points for failure.
excruciating pain every time you plant grows, it like screams.
An adult Brillo's life is dominated by the struggle to groom a semblance of order into increasingly overgrown flanks. To To a simple calf, these adult problems have yet to enter his mind.
No.
Today he has found his mother's leaves serve as fun streamers to play with. She finally scolds him. She is too unwell to tolerate any more roughhousing. He doesn't quite understand, but he has other diversions. Primarily drinking more of her milk.
Okay, Mom, I'm just gonna go drink some more G Fuel.
Wish that was me.
This is how I drink G Fuel. Okay, I don't drink G Fuel, I don't drink lead.
Given the complexity of Brillo anatomy, even small health problems can swiftly spiral out of control. This female experienced complications while giving birth. There is the potential for the situation to worsen. A thorned branch has become ingrown, puncturing through both the layer of protective outer muscle and the cuticle barrier.
Ooh.
This had begun
That's
prior to
not
calving,
good.
but her contractions to extend the womb also caused the plant shard to stab
Can we do
deeper.
something about this?
The
Cut it
spikes are
off.
now in contact
Cut
with
that shit
her
off.
intestines.
Cut it off.
Fortunately, there is no puncture yet. The site is inflamed
Cut it
and
off.
white blood cells
Cut
flood
it
the
off.
area. The immune system unmistakably
Yeah, cut that
identifies
shit off.
this as an injury. We can witness her stiff reluctance to move and read a jolt in brain activity when she's jostled.
I'm stiff.
It must be greatly painful.
Must be.
The greatest danger
It's
right
happened to
now
me the
is a
other day,
tear of the
actually.
intestines, which would certainly be fatal. There is reason to hope. Our scans also reveal that she has recovered from a similar injury in the past. Perhaps Brillos regularly endure such ghastly wounds.
Minecraft reference.
Perhaps it was the safety of the Brillo herd which afforded her enough
What's
time to
Minecraft?
convalesce.
Awesome.
Certainly her odds of survival will be boosted greatly if she is able to make the long swim.
Wow.
For now, she is still well enough to care for her newborn, though doing so must be exhausting.
I remember when I was younger, I cried at the life cycle of a ghost. I
Are you fucking serious? Is it one of those ones where it's like,
it's like a massive,
this
it's
shitty
like,
animation?
yeah, originally a ghost was like a massive guy, and the ghost head with the head, and then the head got taken off and it started crying, and then I started crying.
How old were you?
Oh, I was probably like...
Judging by several
Eight.
physical indicators, this is most likely her first calf.
Cried of Fallen
Those
Kingdom.
Brillos who manage their gardens well can be extremely long-lived. Females can give birth as many as 8 times.
Slut.
If the calf survives, one day he too might also cast his genes forward, his own minute fingerprint on the future's shape.
Minute reference.
Regardless of whatever metric of success we observers of an outside species might apply, his life will be led by election.
Ball reference.
But, for now, a rare moment of shelter.
I was gonna title a video fucking Pescop 2.
Departing.
This is a simplified map of the local ocean topography. The deep blue represents a fault line, the planetary scar where 2 tectonic plates meet. As with Earth, this land is a moving crust atop a globe of molten metal. The planet-shaping force of subduction pushed ground up above the sea, creating what is now named the Chartreuse Archipelago. The island chain runs for about
my ass is not
870
pronouncing that.
kilometers, drawing a ragged line
Yeah,
away
no,
from
I-
the continent.
Chartreuse. Oh, I pronounced it.
Chartreuse, Pillar,
These
Penis
names were
Butt.
given by an early survey
it's
team
a
assessing
nice
the grounds for a harbour or
Scrimshaw
research
hogback.
outpost.
Yo, when's Hogback coming out?
Hogback.
The body of water created between the Scrimshaw Islands
Oh, I'm not
is known
pronouncing
as the Thalo Bay.
Dude, what the fuck? Why do you feel the need? Just
Hello?
take the PH when you've got the same word?
The large inlet is exactly what a Brillo whale breeding ground requires.
Oh, we don't really know what that is. You could, if anyone else wants to like actually see what all of these options are, there's other videos. Just search up South Scrimshaw or Hogback, you'll find it. Don't search up Hogback, you probably won't find anything.
Outside of that
Yeah, you
season,
probably
the
find
whales
like
live elsewhere.
hog getting these
Usually
back
they're
shots.
found at coral reefs and areas more productive with food.
Yeah, I remember I made
Brillos
that a
require
while
a very
ago.
high-calorie diet.
What?
Am I? Not sure where I am.
Well,
We now find our whales here, at the border to the Great Vathis Ocean. It is a bright day in early autumn. An unseasonable cold front chills the air.
Oh.
Below the surface, we find our mother, bracing for the journey. Judging her health has much improved. Delay is likely not. The distance between the Tharlo Bay and the southern reef is inhabited by many large predators. Many Brillo calves are taken in these waters. Her loud songs are searching for another Brillo's response. She has been making these calls since before dawn. She does not want to make this journey alone.
Calling the sisters.
yeah.
The calf returns with a fresh lungful of oxygen.
What up, Kerr?
Oh yeah.
Give me them fucking titties. Oh, I thought I was gonna get drink some milk.
And quickly retreats back to
Should
the
be me.
bramble under his mother.
I'd suck the same as milk.
For once, he does not need to be told to stay close.
I know you will.
Yeah, you know I will. You know I will.
Undoubtedly, he can also read the change in his mother's behavior. And the unfamiliar place ahead is deeper and colder. Faintly at first, a new sound reaches them. His mother startles. They both listen. It's another whale.
Oh!
Let's go. We beat the game.
A Brillo whale, and it is getting nearer.
Oh shit.
Our mother booms a reply back.
They fight it?
What the fuck does an electric guitar tutorial have to
The
do
calf's
with this?
curious nature starts to show itself again. He has yet to meet a Brillo besides his mother.
Wait, to do what?
To do with this? Well, what does an electric guitar tutorial have to do with this?
Where? What? Why?
You asked me in the very beginning, before we even played the game, you asked me.
That was of the McDonald's like beeping. Yeah, have you ever been in McDonald's? It's like.
Oh yeah, I
like
forgot.
that.
I forgot.
Well, someone should make that like a Brillo call. Random electric
There.
guitar.
He spots something.
Oh,
A large body begins to emerge from the hazy distance.
That's a fingerprint.
It continues to approach, but the calf still can't quite understand what he's looking at. The calf's curiosity morphs into discomfort the closer it gets.
What's going on?
Discomfort turns into outright alarm.
Bruh.
He pleads to his mother in distress. She rebukes him in reply as if to say, "Don't be rude to the new neighbours."
Belted. So, man, who the fuck is this?
One cannot blame him for his confusion.
Man, what the fuck?
This whale's appearance was shaped to be deceptive.
What is
Bruh.
that?
What the fuck is this, like, Mortal Engines looking ass thing? Good movie, by the way.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful and ghastly example of mimicry.
Oh, that's
The way the jaws gently undulate is startlingly believable.
Game is game.
The grim exterior is the work of an important symbiotic partner.
It is.
The weaver lobe.
I want one. What should
These
I
prodigious
fuck?
builders turn their colonies into terrifying
That's so
scarecrows
epic.
by spinning and sculpting ossamer.
I know Optimus is so
Water
good.
is channeled through the layered construction, swelling and emptying
The
various
window.
pockets, creating animal-like locomotion. Our resident Weaverlobe expert insists that the beast
Where'd you find this game,
should have
dude?
taken many decades to complete.
4chan.
Did you actually?
It also
No,
seems
bro, you
unlikely
think
that it was
4chan
built
even
from
still
scratch
thing?
on the whale's back. Perhaps if Weaverlobes are able to relocate such
4chan
structures,
still thing.
an established colony
no
was simply
idea.
carried on to the Brillo's back. Such a fearsome appearance does much to ward off predators. The reversed head may also help to confuse prey.
Oh, you can see the eye in the bottom right hand corner. The
Oh,
actual
yeah.
eye. Oh, what the fuck? That's so weird.
We do not know why she was left behind, but this Brillo is a valuable addition to the ocean crossing.
It's got baby.
She too is a mother, looking to deliver her child to safety. It seems that all Brillo calves are quite shy around new acquaintances.
I swear I've seen this in Barotrauma.
Bro, I don't blame them, because if I saw someone's friend's mum who looks like... This is like me when I see someone's, like, for the first time. No, I'm not being racist, but for the first time, I see someone...
Whoa.
I see someone's mum... Like, I see someone's mum with, like, a different race. This is what it's like. I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? Like, I'm really confused.
Nah, that's racist.
That's not racist.
It's so... Yes, it is. That's not racist. It's the most racist thing possible.
Oh, bro,
Scoldings
there's no way I'm
are
just making
unlikely
this
to
game
budge his
racist.
unwelcoming attitude,
Racist as, bro.
nor
No,
will
the
the
game's
surprise
racist.
of additional friends. The calf was so distracted by what was in front of him that he failed to notice what was swimming up from behind.
Right, it's
She's
shit.
something like a faceless stone golem. The
What?
exterior is more bizarre than menacing.
What the fuck? That's
It
actually
might
kind of
serve
cool.
as some kind of armor, but our crew is at a loss to describe it on first sight. Like our Brillo mother, this whale may also have some kind of
How
internal
will this
injury.
affect the Fortnite
She's only
item
able to
shop?
produce short, abrupt honks instead
Yeah.
of complex songs.
If this added to the Fortnite item shop, the refund wouldn't have to happen.
She is also a mother. Regardless of what benefit her exterior provides, her presence alone will help contribute to a safe crossing. Flanked by these strangers, our calf seems very disturbed. New experiences may be uncomfortable now, but they will lead him to understand the Brillo way.
It's the way.
This is the way.
This is the brilliant way.
This is the
His
Brillo
mother
way.
jolts him forward
I'm
with a
feeling
shove of
super
her
gay.
branches. It is unlikely that more companions will show up, and there is no time left to delay. All
Right,
following her lead, the 6 whales head out
This
into the
part
ocean to find their lost
gets
herd.
a little bit cursed. Like, I can't lie. This part, I'll rewatch this because I thought, like, oh, bro, this makes me feel uneasy. It's not scary. It just makes you feel uneasy. It's like
Oh,
the
God.
fear of the unknown. And this art style captures it perfectly.
Oh boy, I'm scared, man. You tickle my fancy.
Attack on the
The
fancy.
pod is now 57 kilometers from the Great Southern Reef. This is the final leg of their journey,
This is
and
us.
their path crosses over a wide abyssal
Yeah,
trench.
this is barotrauma.
Oh
The parent
shit, we're
whales set
going
the
deep.
pace at a rigorous 6 kilometers an hour. They swim in a typical defensive formation,
6
though with only
kilometers
3
an hour.
adults. It is not possible to fully encircle the youths.
Defensive formation.
The trek has been
I'm not playing
arduous
this
for our
with all
little
my
man,
lifetime.
but he has endured it with admirable stoicism. Slowing down is not an option. He is able to sense this himself.
Bruh. There we go.
Something large has been following the whales.
Isn't that just cursed?
Oh, dude. That
No!
shit
It
is
first
so
Like
appeared in the
that.
early afternoon and has maintained the same steady distance ever since.
Oh, that's creepy as hell. He's a stalker.
Hours passed and the mysterious
Is that a
animal failed to
predator?
approach or make any concerning moves.
Same
The
thing.
calf's fear of the unknown was slowly overtaken again by interest in his new Brillo companions. her calf now swim to his left flank.
What up, Kerr?
This calf was whining earlier, but seems to have calmed. The stony mother's outer surface has slowly morphed shape throughout the day, greatly reducing in size.
I don't even know what I'm looking at.
It is as if the exterior nodules are deflating.
I think it's just a
What mechanism triggers this change or how they shrink, we do not know.
Oh, it's a skin, yeah.
Overall, she is slightly more streamlined in form than earlier. Perhaps she can intentionally contract her shell for extra mobility.
At a whopping 7 kilometers an hour.
You go fast.
Our calf doesn't know what to make of her either. Below him swim the mimic mother whale and her calf. Along with one of our semi-autonomous light drones. Swimming upside down is the most uncomfortable spot for a Brillo, and the mimic mother refused to take her turn until minutes ago. Her stubbornness may not be
What is this
entirely
up here? What the
unreasonable.
fuck is this?
While upside down, her disguise as a wide-jawed monster appears to fall apart. The illusion of a toothy beast is currently broken.
No, we're gonna get fucked.
Our calf gets a reassuring hum from his mother.
Oh, it's so good.
This always seems to quell his unease. He is safe within her nest of thorns. He must focus on swimming.
Here we go.
But it's hard to ignore that ominous thing in the distance.
Ready? Here we go. Oh, it's
This
fucking
is a penumbra
creepy.
shark.
That's a
It is
cool
the
name.
fastest marine animal on the planet.
Penumbra shark.
Let me see that shark, bro.
For the penumbra, 6 kilometers an hour is a leisurely pace. It could comfortably stalk the whales days on end. An apex hunter, patient with experience, it will preserve all possible energy for an opportune strike. Very much like a sailfish, penumbra sharks have a large dorsal fin along
You
their
ready?
back. This is kept retracted
Yeah.
until the moment of attack. With several flicks of the tail, it vanishes from sight.
What?
Panic
why did
overtakes
you
the
go,
whales,
like,
and the
freaking
defensive
the flash,
formation
bro? That was
immediately breaks
scary.
apart.
Bro, why the fuck you break it apart?
Our calf
The
looks
hell?
down.
Don't look down. The thing swam down. Don't fucking look
The
down.
mimic mother has abandoned her post.
Oh, hell no.
Nothing stands between our calf and the
Oh,
open
hell
abyss
no.
below.
Oh, dude, that's creepy. What the hell? Oh my, dude.
The fight or flight reaction is as intense as it is instantaneous.
What is going on? It's got jump scare.
Nah.
A full threat alarm floods from the hypothalamus, shooting through every nerve and chemical pathway. Adrenaline pumps
Oh,
into the
dude,
blood.
I'm cold
The
now.
perception of time dilates. Details of the world suddenly stand out with vivid intensity. Even in this low light, 2 rows of white teeth are searingly clear. The calf finds his own fins now move in slow motion too. Seawater suddenly feels solid, suspending him in
He's in
place.
shock.
Trapped in harm's way, he can only watch the events
Did the
unfold
mimic whale die? And her calf?
No, it just fucked
until a
off.
tremble runs through the thorns surrounding him. The
Damn.
mother's branches are held under tension and can be released with the force of a catapult.
Ooh, what's
She
gonna do
flexes.
now?
Oh yeah, killer.
Snap.
Killer.
And in an instant the calf is swaddled in protective barbs and makeshift spears. The shark senses the change and shifts the attack direction
Oh,
to the
shit.
stone mother's calf,
Oh, fuck.
who is exposed.
No.
No
Our
way.
calf momentarily loses consciousness, but the barbed vines around him act as a net. His mother, as our calf comes
Oh,
to
fuck.
again, he finds an awful scent
Bruh.
filling the water. He looks back to see what happened to his travel companion.
Oh
The sight
man,
horrifies.
That's fucked.
It is the
That's
reality
so-
of predation
that's
from
so
the perspective
shit.
of the prey.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's reality.
Because
you know,
of his
like-
mother, our calf is the survivor, and not the cautionary example for others to learn from.
That is true.
Now, why is the other one like pissed
Oh,
off?
now it comes back.
bitch.
Less
Where
than
were
20
you?
kilometers remain until the reef and the safety of their Brillo herd.
Bro, I should fold your ass.
The
If I was
mimic
a
mother
Brillo whale, I'd
races
beat the
ahead,
fuck out of that thing.
leaving the weaker whales to their fate. The stone mother lags behind.
No.
Her movements are confused. She is still in a state of shock over the death of her
I
child.
would feel so fucking bad for that thing, but...
Yeah.
Look,
That's a rip.
hey, we move. Here's what it is. Shit happens.
Our calf struggles to follow. It is much harder to swim outside of a larger whale's slipstream.
Roberto get his weight up.
And his mother is falling far behind again. He races back to be by her side. The calf has been running ahead of her sight and then returning. The back and forth seem to coax his mother a little further each time. But now her strength has failed.
No.
She cannot even lift her fins in response.
Nah.
No.
Her old wounds were opened by the physical exertion to save her child's life. She will not recover.
Damn.
He whistles the familiar call to play.
No, bro.
Oh, man.
There is no more response.
No, bro.
She has finally slipped from consciousness.
She's fucking dead.
She cannot remain with her calf any longer.
Oh.
He continues to press for a reaction.
No, don't, bro. Stop it.
Desperation compounds the grief.
That's the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Calves are completely dependent on a mother's milk and protection.
Their mother milk.
With nowhere to go, the calf remains at her side.
Can we get...
Damn.
50 likes.
Well, this guy wanted
the final pulses of electrical
50
activity
likes
fade and
comes back
extinguish.
to life.
50 likes.
50 likes.
Yeah, I can't get 4.
50 likes, don't adopt this fail. 100 likes, I'll adopt this fail.
I'll do it right now.
I'll do it right now. Nah, I need 100 likes though.
There is a long pause. Two researchers start a heated discussion on the ethics of intervention. But before any consensus is reached, the argument is interrupted by a low rumble over the hydrophone. The stone mother never left the area.
Oh.
She watches our calf from a distance.
OG, I knew it. Absolute OG.
Let's go, stone mother.
Is she gonna adopt the plant mother's calf?
A new day begins to dawn over the coral reef. Brillo whales start to stir from slumber. Together, the stone mother and our calf have arrived safely.
Let's go.
Though physically and emotionally depleted, neither has found any sleep. The calf gorges
Why
on
did
milk,
they have to travel there?
famished from the previous day's ordeal.
It's like their habitat.
This adoption in the wild may be extraordinary to witness
They
happen,
live there?
but acts of apparent generosity
Wait, where
have
are
not
they
been
living?
an
Not the
uncommon
abyss,
sight
not the
to
abyss.
anyone following this intensely social species.
Are they traveling to their
The
habitat?
stone mother's exterior
Some
appears to
reef or
now be
something, I
fully
don't know.
deflated. We can see a more familiar shape underneath. It's the outline of a young female whale, quite small in size for an adult specimen. She has saved our calf from certain death. Perhaps our calf is helping her continue on too. The young whale finally slumbers. It is good that he takes the moment to recover while he can.
Good.
He will need the rest. In the morning, he will awaken to an overwhelming new world.
Man, if I see that shark, I'm gonna fucking one shot it, bro. Trust me.
There's actually a pretty cold moment in the end. I won't spoil it, but
The shark die.
no, there's only one. There's only one part at the moment.
The miracle
There's
of
four.
Brillos is not that other creatures can live inside the whales. This sort of arrangement is not uncommon. You, the viewing audience, have countless residents inside your own body.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. I've got a massive ringworm inside my body. I also have this weird alien insect that keeps
The miracle
eating at
of
my
brillo
fucking
whales
liver.
is their ability to pick and choose their occupants.
I have a pet rock named George, and he's in my brain.
Our whale will now begin this process of selection. Providing a backdrop for the next chapter is another amazing marine
I actually
animal
wish I was a
whose
brillo
colourful
whale.
anatomy can
If I was a
construct
brillo
whole
whale-
ecosystems.
I'd be iced the fuck out. I would be like a Brillo whale, just covered in diamonds and shit. I'd have like diamond teeth and stuff.
You'd be ice.
Jordans.
You'd be ice.
Have Jordans on my I'd be iced out fucking whale.
Our Earth audience will find it a familiar species.
What?
It is the reef-building coral.
SpongeBob.
That's not.
A bikini fish gently picks her way along a mountainous
Bikini
path
fish.
of calcium carbonate exoskeletons.
Bikili.
It's her daily prowl for food, and something tasty has her attention.
Bro, this never happened in Clone Wars.
No, it did.
Plump, bite-sized greebles are
It's in
entrenched in
the-
the nooks below.
It was in the Senate arc. Pretty sure.
Oh, I see.
It'll take her quite a bit of work to pry them out.
Do it, bitch.
As the bikini calculates the best approach of attack, her preparations are interrupted. She joins the other fish fleeing for their lives. A higher caste of the food chain steals the scene.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah,
It's a
bro,
spotted
is that a
barnacle
broomstick?
claw.
It's a fucking claw. What the hell is that?
That's me. Face reveal.
One powerful yank extracts
What
the
are
entire
these
colony
things?
hiding below.
The
The host
Oh,
brillo
man.
whale groans with
Oh, that's
dissatisfaction.
actually kind of
This
cool.
isn't a meal fit for a leviathan.
That's
They
a
will
Brillo
continue
whale?
browsing for something more
That's
substantial.
It's got like freaking
Our whale
modifications and
watches the
shit.
drama
Yeah,
unfold
that's what
from a
all
safe
have. They all have
distance,
different
somewhat
modifications.
perplexed.
Damn.
In the 6 years since we last rejoined him, the Great Reef has not run short of new surprises.
That's such a cool whale. What the fuck? Even the calf
Near
looks
and far,
stripped.
one can hear the calls of unknown brillos bounding off these cavernous walls. At least he still has someone familiar to rely on. His adoptive mother is usually out of sight, but never too far away. She has changed quite a great deal since we last saw her,
Yeah, no shit. Fuck. What happened to her?
perhaps in response to the penumbra shark attack. She has undergone a zealous application of eye spots to her figure.
Is that the stone mother?
Yeah, it's a stone mother. So it has eyes now to make the penumbra shark think that's always watching him.
That's
What
crazy.
is outwardly apparent.
It reminds me
whale's
of
body
the
has undergone an
barracuda
even more radical change.
from the start of Nemo. That's what the penumbra shark reminds me of. I want to know more about
Yeah,
the
it
penumbra shark.
reminded me
His
of
skin
that.
layers and immune system
Yeah,
are
that
fully
was a fucking
developed
creepy
and are ready to
scene.
host other species. This dermatological puberty is the
That
crossroad.
traumatized me as a kid, but I still love that movie no matter what.
Yeah, it's such a great movie.
I
Must decide
love
what
like
sort of Brillo he will
the
become.
underwater type shit as a kid. And I still do.
How does a young whale make such a crucial decision?
He's got the same forehead as me.
The choices are overwhelming, the combinations are infinite, and mistakes are fatal.
Is Bray getting upgraded?
It's getting
One way
iced
to
out.
ensure future success is to replicate past
I
success.
was just about to say that.
Brillo youths find a welcoming adult and attempt to fashion themselves in their likeness.
Oh, yeah.
The little whale assists with offerings of seeds, eggs, larvae, and other materials needed
How do they
to begin
put this
the
shit
garden.
on themselves? How do they get the freaking crab
The
claws?
younger whale remains close for the years after, learning new behavior from the adult.
Yeah,
They
that's
can
so
do that?
weird.
Imagine there's like one that's like part
Not
like
every option
machine for
available
like
to the young
humans.
whale is desirable.
That is fucked. What is that?
What is that?
It doesn't move.
Bro,
This old-timer is welcoming, but our whale is visibly uncomfortable.
I would be too.
yeah, what
It
is
isn't
that,
hard to
man?
imagine why. But on the other hand, another young Brillo might happily accept this body plan. Preference. Realistically, there are far too many
Stop
influences
saying that
to chart,
name,
but
I
from
have to
our
censor
limited
it.
data, there is one factor that stands out.
I was called the thing.
We estimate that half of Brillos choose to replicate their own mothers.
Every time I hear the thing, I think of either the guy from Fantastic Four or the one from Lookism. Basically the same thing.
I think of the thing as the.
What is that?
Plants are the same
Why is he a
variety she once
weirdo?
wore. Our calf returns here every
This is
day,
the average Brillo whale. It's a fucking, like, I don't know,
but it is no use.
Labovian craft thing, whatever
This
the fuck's
Brillo
called.
whale is deceased. Nothing but a cleaned skeleton remains beneath the foliage. While it is interesting that the garden can partially survive on, none of it can be transferred without the living adult.
Wait, is that one dead?
Yeah, it's dead. You can see the skeleton appeal.
I thought it was wearing, like, other, like, Brillo whale skeletons.
Oh, sad.
That's cool.
Our whale must find comfort in the familiar scent and touch. However, time spent on what he cannot
Speedrunning
have,
this
time
game.
wasted,
It's constantly
waiting too long
spent
to start a
space
garden could bring other health complications.
At 80%.
He will have to move on. Our whale goes on a search for another plant-based Brillo. For reasons unknown, such Brillos are conspicuously absent this season. It seems as if anything resembling his mother has migrated elsewhere. One single exception is discovered. And he is a spectacular example of aquatic foliage. The shaggy coat is as full and
What a
beautiful as
majestic
the late
beast.
mother's.
Majestic
But
man.
not all Brillos are welcoming. Day after day, he tries to draw the adult into play, and day after day receives the cold shoulder. The adult flatly refuses to acknowledge his existence.
Bruh.
This male has tunnel vision on the single purpose of mating.
Oh,
Babysitting
bro's
is
horny.
not on the agenda.
Bro's actually so horny.
Yeah.
We watch an attempt to woo a female
Let's
fail
see.
pitifully.
Whoa.
She is clearly put off by his little sidekick,
Oh, bro just gave him areas.
tugging roughly on his leaves. Days of pent-up
Ooh.
agitation are suddenly unloaded. Our whale is chased off at the point of a skewer.
Oh shit. Bro's not happy.
It may feel like a painful sacrifice, but a plant
Damn.
body is not an option. There's a dizzying amount of other choices remaining, and one of them will have to do. Another
Please.
morning dawns.
Fine.
The nocturnal animals have returned to slumber, and the frantic energy of diurnal animals resumes. For our researchers, every day following the whale is a journey into an uncharted wilderness. Only a small fraction of the species here have been recorded.
Glop shitto!
Oh shit, it is Glop shit. Yo, you made it in here, that's
There is
sick.
so much inexplicable behavior to document.
What
What
the fuck
is going on?
this?
Recent discoveries have centered
huge
on the
fuck
varieties
fest.
of coral present. The reef itself is now understood to be a multi-layered structure.
Cool.
Progress and knowledge march forward through tireless work, but we often share in our young whale's bewilderment.
When your ringtone?
Who is this?
Who the fuck is this?
Yeah, who's this, bro? But who is that?
What is on his head?
Fuck. Yo, what the fuck on the head?
What is going on?
The fuck? Yeah, bro, I'd be asking the same
We
thing.
do not know.
Bro, what is
Our
that?
whale runs away, and we simply follow.
It must be a Brillo whale of some
One
sort.
afternoon, it seems our young whale's persistent searching has been
Weird ass
rewarded.
looking Brillo whale, man.
A loud song heralds him from the distance. A Brillo hunting party
Oh,
returns.
it's
Their high
cold.
spirits means that all had a good kill.
No, I can't
leader is
say tag
cool to
So
our
it should be a
whale.
Brillo game where you can have like different Brillo whales and you have to verse like penumbra sharks and stuff.
I'll fuck up that shark, bro.
Our youth remains in place but allows the adult to approach. These whales are sophisticated pack hunters.
That's cool. That's a cold whale.
The
Jam.
a stupid but friendly shark totally accepts the Brillos as their own.
How derpy that shark looks.
Yeah, look at it. It thinks the fucking Brillo is its own. That's kind of cool. It's got its own defense
Compared
mechanism.
to the painful transmogrification other Brillos
That's
endure,
like
this
gangster,
silky
man.
costume is minimally invasive and provides maximum returns. And it's a plant. This successful symbiosis strategy is limited only by the pack's willingness to share it with others. An open invitation from the leader is a golden opportunity. Something isn't right. Our whale is fixated on the chowper.
Oh.
It is a tragedy that our whale seems unable to tolerate sharks of any kind. He flees. Over the weeks, we observe our subject whale becoming increasingly distressed.
Bro hasn't had any G Fuel in a while.
It is critical he suppress unpleasant feelings and adopt a symbiosis plan.
No,
The
Zara.
whale cannot survive unplanted.
Day 42 knows off.
He can perceive himself failing to integrate, of course, but the building internal agitation is not a
dying
force
for
that
that
will help
walk.
him adapt better. Autumn draws to a close. Several new varieties of Brillo begin to arrive from colder latitudes. These are mostly hunter archetypes who can live a life less dependent on the reef's concentrated bounty. A camouflaged whale waits for prey to swim near.
What the fuck?
Wait, what? That's a whale?
What?
Those huge clam at first.
This kind of strategy requires a good deal of patience.
Are there octopi up there?
Yeah.
Why is there so many? Holy shit.
Our whale, sensing the hunter, swims wide.
Oh no, it's just the octopus. It's not. Wait, is it a Brillo whale or is it an octopus?
The camo whale
Bro, I ain't no
politely
octopus.
heads.
Never mind.
Other Brillo whales aren't the target of his trap.
Oh, never mind. It's Brillo. I'm not sure.
Our whale replies with mistrust.
Squidward!
Something is wrong. Our whale's once irrepressible curiosity has grown increasingly muted. Even wonders like bioluminescence provokes no reaction. These lamplighter fish are practicing their jousting in preparation for the annual mating competition. The event is soon. It's only a one-night affair, and they will all die immediately afterwards.
Damn.
Fucking stupid
I
animals.
think it would be quite the enriching spectacle. But the fish seem to be of no interest.
What do they do? Just like fucking implode or something?
Our research objectives all involve how a
Blast their nut
changes
everywhere.
gene expression throughout its life. There is a fear that our biometric implants have been invested on a losing whale.
Idiot.
But before we can discuss contingency plans, our Brillo finally begins to break bad habits.
Bad habits like to you.
Let's go.
Oh, I fucked up the song. I fucked it up.
This unknown youth has snagged a lamplighter and presents it now to our whale. Perhaps he was enthused to share his catch and our whale happened to be closest.
Got Riz.
Oh yeah.
Interactions can be opaque, but these two have clearly hit it off. For
So
once,
big.
our whale does not withdraw. He is proactively engaging instead of passively responding.
Proactively horny.
It's a much welcome scene, but it begs the question, what changed? What external factors could have contributed to a more outgoing posture?
She got that whale blunder.
Did our cameras miss a life-changing event? Does this stranger seem less threatening than all the others?
What is on her head?
It is true that our whale, having been born outside the herd, has consistently lacked peer contact his own age.
Got the Supreme cap on. No,
Young Brillos cannot transmit garden organisms between each other, so the interaction here probably feels less fraught than it might with an adult, who could permanently dose him with life-altering symbiosis. We hypothesize that juvenile Brillo association is a necessary prior step to adult interaction.
Oh yeah.
Regardless of how correct this assertion is, it successfully buys our study additional time. The two whales spend the rest of the day playing, and are still chasing fish together when we leave them.
Cold.
Night falls,
Hell yeah.
but our whale is not asleep. GPS coordinates show he's swimming somewhere. As his aberrant behaviour is still under scrutiny,
I'm just
team moves to
following
investigate.
this whale this whole time.
A spotlight is aimed overboard.
There's just some guy.
We discover more than just our whale. He is travelling with a pod of other youths. They all sing with curiosity at the sudden lights shining
Brian's
from
gone out
above.
drinking, not telling his mum. Oh wait, help.
We cut the power to
Nah,
avoid
that's
further
crazy.
disturbance. It's soon clear where the Brillos are headed. The first glimmers of action appear in the near
Oh,
distance.
it's where everything fucking dies.
The night of the lamplighter fish has begun.
Are they going back? Are they going to the Abyss Trench?
The ocean
No,
starts
wait,
to
you know
flash
what'd be freaky?
brilliantly as
If you
males
get to see
battle
the
for the attention
penumbra
of
shark
females.
like shadow in the
The wake
background.
are pierced open, spilling bioluminescence into
Oh,
the
but I
water.
don't like mention
They
it at
don't
all.
say anything. They just don't say anything. It's just there.
They shine with complete indifference to predators.
Oh my god,
attacking.
like the narrator just
Known as
doesn't like
predator
acknowledge it at
satiation,
all.
There are simply too many to all
Yeah.
be eaten.
Dude, that'll freak me out so bad. I was like, oh no.
I was about to die. Might be beautiful, but all these things are about to
His belly
fucking
full
die.
of glowing fish bits, a whale watches the show reach its climax. It seems like he'll be up all night with the others.
Bro's gonna get some Z's.
Confident in his safety, we recall our camera drones to finish their scheduled recharge. By blocking wave
Oh my
activity,
eyes.
the barrier reef creates a wide lagoon behind it. The plastic parts are so shallow
fuck.
that they become exposed to air at low
Discord
tide.
light mode, bro.
At high tide, other areas are deep enough for a troublesome young whale to get lost in.
Me.
Why does it have such long legs?
His friends weren't adventurous enough to follow him today.
Pussies.
And for good reason, as our whale realizes once the water level starts to drop again. There's no time to play with the locals.
For locals. Fuck the locals.
Uh-oh.
The outgoing seawater feeds to several deep channels.
Oh, bro's getting
Whisked
lost.
through the trenches, our whale rides the rip current to safety, with no control over where it's taking him. After a lengthy ride, he is spat out far from where he began. This is the end of the Great Reef. It's exposed and dangerous territory, but our whale can't help himself from having
this
a
is
look
where
around.
the penumbra shark should just be chilling.
There's a sudden realization
Oh,
that he's
boy.
being watched.
Oh, this is a part. Ooh.
Something is stirring within the cave behind him. It's another Brillo whale. Our whale approaches, but there is no friendly greeting.
Oh shit.
This isolated loner is an exile
Whoa.
from the herd.
Fucking exile. What?
Banishment is reserved for excessive violence against fellow Brillos. Most likely, it was a mating joust that escalated to fatal combat.
This guy, cold motherfucker, he killed someone.
A
got
deteriorated
a
mental
body.
state
Damn.
from years of isolation is what has made him truly dangerous.
Oh, poor guy.
Our Brillo can understand that a noiseless approach signals an attack. He whistles another greeting. It's met with an oppressive silence. The crown of a shark's jaw attests to this whale's staggering strength, but his secret weapon lies inside the crow's nest atop his hardened armor.
I like he's got fucking, like, a jaw of a shark as, like, armor. It's so badass.
Yeah, that's lit.
He's got, like, skeletons and shit. Ooh.
The Vorpix octopus wakes when it senses a kill is imminent. He serves the role of a hunting partner who swims in advance. Usually it latches over the eyes of prey and attacks with its serrated beak.
Oh.
Does that octopus
When
have a
prey is
skirt
so
on?
pitifully weak, he prefers to spectate. Our whale is far from being scared. He's experiencing a whole other emotion. He knows. This was unexpected. Abandoning caution, the calf sings and plays like he's found a new friend.
Oh, let's go.
This is lit.
He goes in for a nuzzle and the harsh exterior cracks. How long has it been since the old-timer experienced any warmth of companionship? Maybe having a little apprentice killer won't be so bad. He grunts, struggling to remember a song that isn't also a threat. This isn't the scene of bloodshed that the octopus wanted. It seems he's witnessed this cycle once before, as he knows what must be done. The Vorpix presents our whale with a living piece of the armor plating.
Oh.
Is he giving him armor?
Spot,
Yeah.
and the deed is done.
The deed.
When the young whale wakes up, the implant will already have sprouted roots to hold firmly fixed in his skin. With this major milestone now documented, the mobile lab departs and will not rejoin the whale again until his adulthood. Implants will continue to transmit information about his physical development for a 20-year remote observation period. This also ends the documentary team's access to the whale and concludes the first phase of our project. For us, raw data is far less compelling than first-hand observation of his body being reconstructed. 20 years is a long time for impatient humans to wait. When we do meet our whale again, it is hard to guess now what we might find.
Watch this game literally, like, the next part of it comes out in 20 years.
That's what I was thinking.
All the changes he experiences over 2 decades will be witnessed in a single moment. It should be nothing short of a complete metamorphosis.
This is Polo Cuddy reference.
Metamorphosis. Oh no.
This concludes
Alright.
South Scrimshaw Part 1. Please keep designated channels open for the transmission of Part 2.
That was
That was
insane.
lit.
You see what I'm like?
That was
Obviously, you had no idea what the hell was going on. So, like, that was a bit
Yeah,
of
that
a
made it
shock for
even
you.
better.
Yeah, it's like a story, and it's very interesting. I love it. I want to see what happens as well. So,
I want to see what happens to
Maybe-
little homie. Does he go back to the penumbra shark? Kills it?
I hope he goes and folds the fucking penumbra shark.
What
But,
what if he finds his mother's corpse again, and then he like takes some part of like her stuff to like make it as
Oh,
his
that
own?
would actually be sick. And he makes like a combination one. That would actually be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be lit.
If people like this, we'll do the rest of them, I guess. What do you reckon?
Wait, there's more?
Well, there will be more. Says,
Really? When did this game come out?
no idea. But there's chapters 1 to 4. I think it's very recent. This chapter. Someone is playing fucking.
Bruh. We just played chapter 1 to 4 though.
Yeah, we just played chapter 1.
No,
We did.
we-
We just
no,
did part 1. We just did part 1. There's gonna be a part 2.
it's been fun. That was great. I just farted and I'm gonna do it again. Anyways, yeah, that was great. That was such a shit outro. Hold on, let me
So
retry.
bad.